See that spectacle, Openbucks. Please welcome to the stage from Openbucks, Marc Rochman and Itamar Kandel.
Thank you, Paul. Good afternoon, TechCrunch. Here's a problem. The vast majority of 2.1 billion people online today, 3/4 of them, can't engage in e-commerce because they don't have a credit card, a debit card, or a bank account. But they have money. And the question is, how do you turn that money into a convenient form of electronic payment? Because as far as we know, there is still no way to shove a $20 bill through the screen. Sure, there are ways to buy prepaid debit cards these days for $20 if you want to turn your $20 in $15 value. Because the reality is that those cards are loaded with a lot of fees. And if you are like me, when you have a $20 bill, you expect to be able to spend $20. So all those people need a better way to pay, a way to pay that is easy to use, that is trusted, and comes from, and that is safe. We got a solution, and it's actually so simple. Use the existing gift cards of offline retailers, major retailers, to connect it to the online world and use it as a payment method for online games, for products and services. Use directly the existing gift card to pay online for goods and services. These gift cards are available everywhere. They are issued by trusted brands. They are safe, and they are even anonymous. So the Openbucks gift card payment network allows you today to pay online, and we're starting with 6 great brands and over 100,000 locations where you can buy Subway gift cards, CVS gift cards, Sports Authority, Circle K, Citgo, and S, and use them as a direct method of payment for online games and digital goods. And the best way for us to show it to you today is actually to call on stage our partners. So I would like to welcome to the stage Carmen Wenkoff, the president of payment at Subway, the largest chain of restaurants in the world, 35,000 stores. He happens to be also the chairman, the current chairman of the Retail Gift Card Association. And I would like also to call Yu-Ching Chen, the CEO of World Golf Tour, a great game enjoyed online by over 3 million people every month. Yu-Ching, Carmen, take it away.
Great, thank you. So as a publisher for Openbucks, I wanted to share with you a little bit about our story. We're busy producing the best online game content we can, and we spend a lot of money and time into our products. And our biggest problem, because we're basically a free-to-play game, is to convert our free players into our paying players. And that barrier of entry right now, the largest piece of friction, is the fact of trying to get a payment method into our system to convert real cash dollars from our users into a deposit for a virtual item. And so when we heard this story, we were very excited about it, and we were very proud to be a beta partner for them to go on live. This is our product here on our live site. And I'm going to go ahead and basically deposit money from a Subway card that Carmen has here for me.
I brought a giant one with me.
And I'm going to go deposit a Subway gift card so that I can make a purchase on World Golf Tour to buy a virtual golf club. So here I go. This is our live site. It's $5. It's just like any other payment method out there. That's what we really like. It's like an Amex card. It's like a MasterCard. $20 on the gift card is $20 in our system. So the user doesn't feel any loss. We go ahead and select gift cards, CBS, K, CVS, and Subway. Those are all places that our consumers go to anyways. And here, let me go ahead and enter the number of the card. And instead of a CVV code, I have to use a PIN number for the gift card itself. You can see that it's very simple. It's easy. I didn't have to enter any of my personal information or address. And I get a receipt for my transaction. It's just like a credit card. I don't need to do exchanges of my gift card. I don't need to put in my personal information. So why don't I go ahead and share with you guys some pretty important metrics that we have. We're driven by the performance of our products. To implement this solution, it took us less than 20 resource hours to do. We did it in less than one full release cycle. In measuring the performance of our users from going live, we found that 45% of them have used the card more than once. And so they have adopted this as their payment method. And the most important statistic is the fact that 67% of the people who use Subway gift cards on our system had never deposited in our system before. So we're not cannibalizing any of our existing user payer base. This is purely incremental revenue to our system.
Thank you, Yuchin. Carmen, your side of the story.
Yes, I'll just say a few words from a retailer perspective. When Mark approached us and asked us about this, once we wrapped our heads around it, because it was not done yet in the marketplace, it was a pretty interesting opportunity. Mainly from a retailer perspective, there's very little downside to this and a lot of potential upside. For us, a closed-loop gift card, it adds a lot of value to it, being able to redeem in other locations safely and without tripping through the regulatory environment. So that makes us more competitive with open-loop prepaid card products and adds just more value from a Subway card offering. It also engages the customer more, gives us essentially free digital marketing in the online world. So it keeps the Subway brand kind of present for our customers. And Openbucks has figured out a revenue model for gift card retailers that just works. So we're really pleased with it. We were kind of blown away. I wasn't expecting a lot from the early trial launch, but we're kind of blown away by the initial results, and we've got thousands of Subway cardholders using it and loading up our cards with as much as 4 times our normal gift card load. So we're pretty pleased so far.
Thank you. So where can you spend those cards today? We're starting with online game and digital goods, and we're proud to announce partnerships with great game publishers such as Big Point, Area Game, Parallel Kingdom, Artix, Moshi Media, Guy Online, etc. Together, they have hundreds of great games where now 300 million monthly users can use those retail gift cards to pay online for their goods. That's simple. You go to a store and you can buy a gift card for whatever reason you want, because you don't have a credit card or because simply you want privacy or keep it on budget. So in conclusion, Openbucks, the gift card payment networks, connects the offline commerce to the online commerce and create this new realm of payment opportunities for consumers, especially the ones that were not able to pay because they're excluded from credit card and debit cards and banks today. And it also creates this opportunity for games and for retailers to make some marketing basically exchanges, sending traffic from online to offline, from offline to online. We can advertise obviously automatically the retailers in games and the games in retailer. We're going to add more retailers as we go. We're going to add more games and digital goods. We're going to also expand in other markets. But to give a sense of the reality here, we have started a few months ago, and like Carmen was saying, what we have seen just was mind-boggling. The metrics are fantastic. We have made no advertising, and we have tens of thousands of people, literally, that by just discovering it at checkout are now walking into Subway to buy cards and also sandwiches. And because I'm sure everybody here is very eager to start to use it, now within the next seconds, we're going to distribute to everybody free $5 Subway gift cards so that you can go and use those cards to pay online. And for the very few, like Mike, that are not playing games online, you can also get great sandwiches at Subway. Thank you very much.
That's Openbucks. I gave you guys like an extra hour and a half because I was a dick in your intro. All right, so questions for Openbucks. Who wants to jump in? Tony, you poised to pounce.
So, thank you. The payment's always an exciting market. So I kind of get the how, I get the who, but I'm not sure I get the why. Like, why why do I do this? Why would I use my Subway card? Why would I go to get a Subway card to be able to pay for games online? I'm not sure I buy the why.
Well, you probably belong to the few people that have credit cards. But the reality is that in America only, you have about 97 million people that don't have credit card, debit cards, or bank account. And that includes the vast majority of the US teenagers. They can't buy online something easy. They have to ask permission. And today we want to bring that freedom that card issuing will not be decided by banks that decide if you can pay, but that anybody that has money can walk in a store and just take a card and pay. And we have seen the adoption. The metrics are here. We have tens of thousands of people that are using it today.
Wendy?
So as a consumer that can't afford or doesn't have a credit card, I have cash and I'm in a Subway and I'm buying a card with cash. And then there's the connection that I also might be a gamer, that when I'm online in the game, fill in the blank game, then I'm going to use that card. So I'm not going to know that until I'm in the game and see my card, so that's the connection I'm trying to make. I mean, generally speaking, I think it's very interesting, and I was tracking, and I understand virtual goods well and online games. It's a market that we understand. It's just the connection, but the results are impressive. It's just that connection, I guess, it's the why, back to Tony's statement.
That's a very good point, and we have actually 3 ways of creating the awareness with customers. Certainly the most important is that people discover it at checkout. So those people play games, and when they go to checkout, they say, oh, there is a new option of payment there. There is MasterCard, PayPal, mobile. Oh, I can pay with a gift card. So that's what generated tens of thousands of people. Okay. But we are going also to advertise it in store.
Yeah,
obviously.
That's going to be
So you're going to go to a store and you say Subway, great way to pay at Subway, but also you can do all that other things, and it increases the utility of gift cards. So we are leveraging basically the millions of people online, the millions of people offline, and we are making the connection. And also there is a word of mouth, because if my kids start to use Subway gift card to pay online, how long it's going to take today for their friends to know they can do it?
Brad?
I mean, 2 huge thumbs up. I would invest.
That's short but sweet. Excellent. Steven?
Well, I'll be honest. When we first started, I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger pushing, Subway cards, to play golf, and none of it made any sense to me. As you went on with your pitch, honestly, there's something so simple and genius about it, which is you found an anonymous way for people to pay for whatever they want. I do worry when you go to hard goods if you're going to have high fraud or theft issues or things like that, but man, oh man, what a simple way for teenagers to just take money and be able to, essentially turn it into what they want to do online without a credit card. It's just, the simplicity is genius. I loved it.
Thank you. Well, remember that those cards are prepaid, so we have no fraud issues because the money is collected by Subway, by CVS. Those retailers collect the money, and then when you pay, there is no possible fraud. There is no chargeback. There is no fraud. The cards are actually on most of the cards, it's written on the back, treat it like cash.
Okay, we're out of time. Please give one huge round of applause for Openbucks. I like it when that happens, when it starts unclear and then everyone goes, actually, I loved it. It's a nice way to end.
Oh, free money.
Oh, everyone's getting
wait, they're bribing the judges.
Disclose that right now.
I'll take 3, 4.
I know, whoa, careful there.
They get a free ad out of it.
Wow.
I'm going to eat at Subway later.
Now I can eat fresh.